the north, the back, the south, the deep, deep south, far west. Shout out to the Inglewood families. Shout out to the down moves that support the movement. Shout out to Big Payback from Wisset, the beast. Shout out to my cat, Spider Load. Can't forget the grassroots and cats. I'm telling you, they gonna support the revolution.
Big shout out to SPI, Spider Load. You know I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.
SPI exclusive. This is J. Bangs Music. BLACBOX Productions.
When you're sticking to the script, it's a lonely road. Before they left the hole and tank the big homie told. He know the way this testimony hold. On that low phone, they gon' politic on him cold. SPI bang EC for really though. Used to really go, ask my nigga Chili Mo. Had a cold gun game, crazy knuckle up. Bust on enemies with baby double up. Back and forth with the main streets on 98. Q9 cell, me and Lil Johnny Ray. Posted up on Kody with a big ratchet. Way before Lil Wayne threw on that snitch jacket. Walked to York with Slim Bad, what up Big Drac? Gave them back they L cause you did that. Love my lokes even if we don't interact. Lil Mont, Baby Psych and Lil Black. EC. 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 EC.
SPI
EC.
exclusive.
EC. 97th Street, smack dead in the Middle East. Fuck the police for King Ron and Lil Reese. Tell the truth, SP3 never lack rhymes. Sometimes feel I might die behind my rap lines. We ain't in Malibu now, we in Maui. Baby Pie, EC Bear, me and Wowie. Tico, Kiko, EC Red. Still can't believe Frankie and CC dead. Come to putting in work. Did more than a little dirt. Airbrush shirt. Big Milk, Lil Merc, Lil Box, Baby Ant, both souls, all the coops. First Street to 24 when we call the troops. Lost a legend when we buried Bug. Coach love to the riders that carry cuz, never seen it coming. Was a little foul, still took heart though. My hat off to Lil Owl, EC. 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 EC.
Baymax Business.
EC. Big Spot and Lil Spotter both got an Ezel. Tiny Spotter got 19, rest in peace, Ezel. Shouts to the females representing EC. The brownies to the quotas, rest in peace, TT. Big Tommy son on the 7, that's Stay Pops. Me and mine never bowed down to J-Box. And that's the coldest crip a nigga ever met. Coldest crip I ever heard about, better yet. 33rd Neverary, only time a nigga ran. On the land, go ask my nigga Ran. ECG unit, came up a little show. Got told on by that nigga Lil Show. Went on TV, the homies did BT Ugly. Got love for Infinite and Lil EC Buzzy. For death though, that mean to my dying day. EC, that's all I've been trying to say. EC. EC.
It's the deal. SPI, the most Easty Black Box Productions. I'm in here with my low co-host, the most Easty baby, PIE from 97th Street, notorious neighborhood block, East Coast crib. Just my co-host for the day, cuz I ain't here to say much unless he choose to. He can say what he want to, because me, Casa, is cuz Casa. It's my little homie. You know, I never would go out my way to try to prove to the internet my connection, affiliation, and status with the 9-7 Crips. But just for the record, y'all heard the song. We ain't in Malibu now. We in Maui. Baby Pie, EC Bear, me and Wowie. It's my little homie Baby Pie. Now he said, neighborhood, cuz, it's the deal. See, that thing's for Death Doe. Hey, shout out to Kev Mack. I want to give Kev Max his props for being a very official, appropriate OG of the culture. Kevin Mack he has a respect and rapport for Monster Kody that caused him to want to react to my comments regarding Monster Kody. And to what I can gather and what I can ascertain, Kevin Mack was fond of Monster Kody to where he would have preferred me not have stated the things I stated about Monster Kody when I stated them. He could have done without it, and it would have made his life smoother, better, easier, just more what he appreciated or expected without me saying these things. And I respect him because we have a rapport. Although we have less of a rapport than Cartoon or Cartoon Tony, I don't know if we call him Cartoony. Y'all let me know what we call him moving forward. For Five Trey, me and Cartoon have communicated tons of more time than Kev Mack and myself. However, Kev Mack is a G homie I respect, and we have a rapport. And he sees the controversy going on. Everyone knows him. Alex Alonso are the leading LA street gang historians who have been documenting content, online until the S. Wiggins come along and people of that nature. It was Alex Alonso, then it was Kev Mack. And Kev Mack is like one of the GOATs of his shit. So the fact that Kev Mack didn't do what Cartoon did and jump out there and turn his back on his God to support Monster Kody, and he called me and gave me opportunity to dialogue with him before he did his reaction. And I took that opportunity to remind him when the whole world was looking at Kev Mack and Big U as people who was laughing at Nipsey Hussle's death because there was a lie that looked real tricky. It was the worst look Big U and Kev Mack perhaps probably ever had online, to where they were going through a live shortly after Nipsey died, and somebody commented justice for Nip, and Big U's and Kev Mack's reaction was suspect, for lack of a better word. I didn't even understand it initially. However, my intellect told me, as convincing as it was that this was a bad look, I knew there had to be more to the story. If you want to get the homie in the shot better, yeah, go ahead. Appreciate that. You can get cousin in the shot a little better. They can't see who. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So turn it, you did the right thing. Turn it just a slight, yeah, bam, perfect. But then you see the actual camera, turn that like, what you can do is, look, you see that knob right there? That one, the knob. That in the middle. Up, right, wrong, yeah. Loosen that up, and you'll get the freedom to take that, don't let the camera fall, because when it get loose, it's gonna get loose. But you can be able to get it all the way out the shot. Yep, loosen that. Find which way is, yep. Now, lean it back a little more. Yep, now you can lock it. Good looking. All right, so where was I at? Kev Mack, he reached out to me and let me know. He has an interest in this subject matter. He has a respect for the person that we were discussing. And he wanted to, he was going to respond. He wanted to give me a heads up. And I let him know. Don't forget, when the whole world was on you and Big U head, I was one of the only people that took it upon myself to do my research and find out what was going on that nasty looking clip. And what actually took place was Nipsey had recently passed, Kev Mack and Big U was on a live, and there was a troll that had been trolling them for quite some time, saying this, saying that, passing blame, doing whatever they thought they could to antagonize Big U and Kev Mack on that live. They were entertaining the rest of the comments like a regular street affiliate would, and they were engaging, talking about the subject that was at hand. And then there was one troll who kept repeating comments. And the clip that was clipped, that troll popped up after been trolling him for a while, said justice for Nip. And it looked like Big U and Kev Mack was laughing at the idea of justice for Nip, when, however, they were actually laughing at the fact that this troll still hasn't given up. He's relentless. So it looked like when they was laughing at what he actually said, they were actually laughing at the fact that he said anything again, like, you're still here. And when I became aware of that, Kev Mack didn't explain that to me. I cannot quite recall who explained that to me. But when I found that out over a year ago, I made sure I was vocal in expressing that to my audience. And when Kevin Mack called to let me know that he was going to react to this, he started saying, you know, the only thing you did wrong, Spider, is speak on the dead. I had to respectfully cause him to pump his brakes, stop him in his tracks. Because it could not be wrong for me to speak upon the deceased if it's in reaction to someone speaking on my deceased loved one. ECIP, Young Lawful, LMA, ECBC, Neighborhood Crib for all of them, for Death Doe. So he chose to speak about being violently victorious over one of my homeboys in the feds. He also told the untruth about my clan, saying one of my members was violated with a vegetable up their anus. He also used his platform to promote the preposterous story of one individual going 50-0 against the almighty, notorious neighborhood block, Eastside Eastie, East Coast Crips. I was tired. Not only was I tired, a lot of my homies was tired of his bullshit. And I chose to give him a taste of his own medicine and let him understand how it feels and the ramifications when someone speaks on a member of your tribe, deceased, alive, in a manner where your homies don't deserve it. But I reminded Kev Mack, yeah, I could not be wrong speaking on the dead when it's only in reaction to someone speaking on my deceased loved ones. I could never be wrong. He agreed, but he told me he was going to do his reaction. So now that the reaction has actually come to fruition, I respect him enough to disagree with him. If he says something that I disagree with, like I did on the phone, but I'm going to keep it a Google. I never bite my tongue. I'm going to state before we get to this reaction, there's no way possible I could love, respect, honor, care about, or give a fuck about Monsta Kody more than I give a fuck, care about anybody from the biggest to the littlest that ever claimed to bang East Coast Crip. It's just priorities over here. But with no further ado, let's see what Neighborhood Kev Mack has been up to. Baby Pike's the deal.
Yo, homie. What?
Neighborhood, yeah, thanks.
What's up with it, YouTube? It's your man, Kev Mack, and I'm back. I know you're surprised with a live stream, right? So here's the deal, man.
Man, I love it when I can motivate the greats to come out. He said he's surprising people. Cartoon and turned his back on his whole religion. All of what SPI said, man, I'm proud of myself. And I ain't never lied. So if the truth can cause this, I'm all for it. Facts over feelings.
I've been laid up and I've been seeing all these videos. Basically, the homie Monsta Kody that went viral. Dude's talking about Monsta in his death after he's no longer here to respond and agree or disagree to allegations and questions that people have, right? So you never hear it firsthand.
I'm gonna say this, bro. If Alex Alonso or Kev Mack don't come out and say that is bullshit, Spider, you made that up. These are our two top tier historians from opposite sides of the color spectrum. They have different degrees of actual knowledge and education when it comes to school, but their street knowledge is, is debatably equal. If Kev Mack or Alex Alonso don't come out and say, Spider don't know what he's talking about, that's kind of like, I'm not worried about how nobody feels about the fact that Monsta Kody went out the way he went. I'm waiting for somebody to tell me I lied on, cuz I never lie on nobody. And I have no feelings about Monsta Kody wore these dresses in public. It's not like somebody went and caught him in a private room and now we telling about a secret that was, you know what I'm saying? Wake up, cuz. You look like Auntie Halfface, sleep on the job. We don't do that. We Eastside Keyways, because you want to sip? But never though. But anyway, I could see if we had went and found out a secret and caught Monsta Kody in the closet wearing these dresses because it was cross-dressing in public, Eastside E double.
And obviously, whatever it is that you're searching for.
Hey, y'all, don't color like Kimbo Slice, though. Let me show y'all the big picture, though. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Hey, niggas be talking about they want to fight, baby SPI. They don't know. They got to fight on their end before they get to me. It's my little homie. You gonna let somebody hurt me? Eastside East. Hold on. Get back to the content.
Or trying to conversate about. But particularly what I'm addressing is Spider Lope on Cam Capone. A lot of people have an issue with that, and I understand why they have an issue with it. But I'm going to take y'all back, man, as we going into a new year, 2026. About 8 years ago, maybe 8 months, 8 years and 8 months ago, something like that. You know, I started this channel, the Black channel, and when I started going,
damn, that's a good one. Somebody said Kimbo Slice of Pie. That's hard. I gotta give you your props because I play with words. I can't believe I didn't see that. That's neighborhood hard, cuz E double.
I would explain all the pitfalls of gangbanging. I don't expect everybody to know or remember because a lot of you guys that may be watching aren't part of my regular viewers. You probably don't even watch me. I don't even watch me. But because I'm boring at times. But
I feel you.
I always say
I can relate.
There'll be a lot of gems in my live streams. You just miss them because you don't watch.
Shame on them.
But today, I want to address that, and I want to say this. I used to tell you guys that there's a lot of homosexuality in gangbanging. Closet dudes. They should have women. When we used to have a lot of women watching the channel, they used to ask me.
Crazy that that's a fact, but just keep in mind, Monsta Kody wore his dresses in public for whoever can encounter him to see. Rest in peace to cuz, if that's how y'all feel. Facts is facts, bro. Just like he spoke on my G homie, being in the cell, fat rat and all that. He called himself writing a book, just telling facts. I don't understand what's so wrong keeping it a Google in regards to him and his history and his legacy.
To bust him out. No, that's not my job. That's not what I do. And I'm not going to do that today.
Neither do I. And if Auntie Hefe did not go on a campaign of exposing, lying on, speaking down on East Coast Crips and neighborhoods when it comes to 4-leaf, I would never be here attempting to discuss his homies, especially his deceased homie, as he spoke on mine, Young Law from 1180 ECBC. He spoke on Cuz, talking about how bad he violently beat him up in the feds. This man is not here to defend himself, but he took it upon himself to speak upon my dead homie like that. Do you know how many East Coasters did not appreciate that? I just want to keep all the details intact as we discuss this with Kev Max, so nobody gets lost or confused. The homie, how many days you been up high?
There's a lot of dudes.
7, 8. You up enough? Or you want to get out? You want to sit over there? You want to get off the camera? You can, because I don't want you over here. Yep. Just take your chair. Just push that mic over here. And take your chair with you, because it's not enough.
Man, from all the reputable sets, reputable dudes that engage in activity that we deem not cool, things that we can't respect, things that we wouldn't engage in ourselves. But it amazes me, these different dudes speaking on this topic, dudes that don't stutter, you see them stuttering. Dudes that don't pause.
I don't stutter. I ain't stutter, bit my tongue, rewind it, none of that. I don't take nothing back. It's all fair exchange. Monsta Kody made his name off of speaking on what he claims is facts about a lot of my homies that made him look bad. including my G homie that was in my last hood vlog with DC Baby Drake. No, it wasn't DC, it was before the DC Baby Draco shit. It's when I jumped out there by myself. You see what I'm talking about? It's a notorious 9-7 Crip that's legendary out here in these streets outside of the things that Monsta Kody wrote about him in his book. We took that as fair exchange. Now here it is, 20-something years later, his little homie is kind of following in his footsteps, making content, talking down on ECs and neighborhoods. And now we just finally want to speak on his homie.
Pause when they be giving a spiel or pausing and moving and shuffling around their desk and stuff like that, right? Because they don't know how to present it to you and tell you that this is some real shit. This really goes on inside the prisons, inside the jailhouses, inside the Crip and Bloods. And so I used to warn you guys also of these different pitfalls, man. And I would say that we was duped. Dudes my age, we feel duped because we became involved in something where we gave our life, we gave our time, we gave our freedom to represent this, to make.
Because I muted my mic to take that call. And then I've been cooking ever since. Y'all just missed on some. I was just, don't trip though. We're going to keep it cracking. Shout out to OG Cutes. And this is what I was trying to say. I don't know why I know the name OG Cutes, but I know the name is somewhere to be respected, recognized, or somewhere in this content space. However, Kev Mack let me know OG Cutes was desiring of speaking to me on this subject matter. So I sent the link to Kev Mack in order for him to forward it to Cutes. I haven't got a response, but now I'm going to also put it in the chat. This is only for Cutes. I am extremely curious as to why you would love, or you would not love, why you would like to discuss this subject matter with me. And you are welcome to have respectful dialogue, disagreement, debate on the Black Box on this subject matter. Cutes. There it is. I sent it to Kev Mack, but I also put it in the chat for you to utilize. OG Cutes. He didn't even say OG Cutes, but I tend to think it's an OG that goes right before Cutes. I've seen that name. I just believe it deserves some type of respect. I'm not a disrespectful keyway whatsoever.
Make this as respectable as possible
I had no idea he was finna come in talking about respect. Just don't snore, cuz you snore, you gotta go in the car. He double.
Take care of your hood and your set and keep it to where people knew.
Hey, Bumpy, you gonna beat you up for you gonna get DP or you gonna get regulated for me? You know you in the black box with Baby Spider, cuz.
I'm going straight to the set.
Say less, EC.
You and your set was serious.
You always wear it?
I'm always in the set.
Oh, all right.
And so we gave it our all, not knowing, man, that dude wasn't right in them stoops. We didn't know dudes was messing with.
God, when I heard niggas spent time in the Crip module beating they meat, trying to see who could ski first. When I heard that, cuz, I believe that's in Monsta Kody's book. I haven't read the whole book. That's something I believe was extracted from his book. Had I known that before I turned Crip, oh, my mama, daddy, daughter, I'd have never turned Crip. Oh, my mama.
We didn't know dude.
Even if I knew how crucial it was about breaking niggas down, taking their manhood at a certain time in the Crip module. If I knew niggas was that thirsty on that, I would have never turned Crip.
Was on boys. We didn't know dudes was gonna be doing all this telling. You know, we didn't know all that because we wasn't taught that. We was just taught how to gangbang, how to wear your clothes, you know, what to do when the police pull up, what to do when rivals come bust on you, what to do when you in public and you run across enemies, when you in jail, how to represent the set, stuff like that, right? And so there's a lot of bashing and finger pointing and picking individuals out, right? And that's all it is. Y'all use this term all the time. I quit using it, but selective politics. Y'all selecting who y'all want to put out there. Y'all selecting. Because we all got homies. We all got homies, whether you dumb and don't know it, or whether you know it and don't care. There's certain individuals we look the other way. Now, I know dudes get on here on YouTube and pretend like, nah, my homies don't do that. No, I don't fuck with no dude. You a lie. You a lie. Like I said, you may not know, but then it's likely that you do know. Because all reputables know what's going on. Even if you're not reputable, you done heard to talk about your rival. You done heard to talk about your enemies. I heard Damian Porter say, you know, he ain't never heard nothing like that as pertaining to what he was talking about, what Spider was talking about.
Wow, not Chinaman from Lam Deuce Hoover that was on the yard at Cincinnati with me. You never heard that? And you moving and grooving? You must have selective hearing, bro. I know you a LA native. You done did way more time than me. We was on a 3-yard back in the 90s. You telling me I am a more thorough Los Angeles gangbang historian than you, Damian Porter? Chinaman, 11 Deuce. Me and you, the only two young niggas hitting for the weed on the yard. Huh? Where Little Frog at from 7-4, cuz? Tap me in with Little Frog, my low, cuz. We can talk about some real Crip shit. And what's your homie name from Hoover, cuz? That was with the stuff face who had the little bald head nigga with the little, like he was burnt on his face, cuz. You know what I'm talking about, Chinaman, the real gremlin from Hoover that was on the yard. Oh, should I ask Spody? 9-0. Where your little bald head homie with the stuff face that, what's cuz name? I can't think of cuz name. Chinaman, are you serious? You never, that might be OG Q's. We got to guess, y'all.
And he said he keeps an ear to the ground. Man, look here, y'all. Look here, man. Anybody that really gangbang, especially if you're reputable, especially if you're a leader, and you got your ears to the ground, whether it's in prison or on the street.
You heard about it before.
You know all you got to do is make one phone call.
And Cartoon, if that's what you would have done, if you'd have made a phone call to anyone other than Auntie Hefe, you would have never jumped out here and betrayed your Christ on behalf of Kody. You traded Christ for Kody, cuz. I'm so disappointed in you and you, Cartoony. What should I call you? Cartoony? Cartoon. You played yourself with that. You old as fuck. You made it to the end of all this. We're going to get to this video too, because look, the next video we're going to react to is entitled with this, girl. What did it say? Something about Cartoon said, I'm mad at him. Oh, my mama, Cartoon. There is no way upon God's green earth that you could ever cause me to choose to become mad or angry or upset. You don't have that power. You don't have that influence. You don't have that ability. When I first encountered you in these YouTube streets, you spoke my name in a way I didn't appreciate. I got in your comments, trolling you. I realized you was going to take it extreme way from Alabama with your old age. I called the Eastside 50s. The Eastside 50s tapped in with you, and you and I have been Easty as fuck ever since. I even supported you more than anyone in our sector as you chose Christ over Crippin'. Then you turn around and choose Kody over Christ. And Kody pledges allegiance to a religion who said, your Christ, your God, is nothing but a mere man. Where are your priorities at such a ripe age when just December 24th, 2025, you were so proud of yourself wearing a red garment, something as a man I've been doing since the 90s. You so slow-tarded. Your development is so arrested. You're so immature. You was proud of yourself in your old ass age, putting on a red shirt. And I was proud of you as your elder in that sense, because I reached that graduation way before you. I'm so ashamed of you, Cartoon. I want to be far more disrespectful, but I respect my elders. But you deserve to be disrespected to the utmost. And we're going to get to you.
You make one phone call, man. And I always say three. I always say 3 phone calls, but in these
Cartoon old ass seen a funeral where the 5 trays and the 4 trays was able to be at a funeral peacefully. This old ass nigga called me from Alabama, crying on the phone, real tears, boo-hooing, talking about, man, the 4 trays stood on for me. I can't never peace with them. Cartoon, you should have never stood on this side of Nan's situation after your big old buff ass called me crying like a hoe about you not being able to go along with peace between the 4 trays and the 5 trays. If you don't shut your old country Alabama bumpkin ass up and go with the program after you spend money flying to LA to get DP. Yeah, you remember you told me how you had to come and take phase at your old goofy ass. You let niggas that never passed junior high school dictate what you doing with your life in your silver salt and pepper senior age. You slow-tarded.
These instances,
Cartoni, you my little homie in Christianity and crippin'.
Man, we talking about stuff that didn't happen 40 years ago, 30 years ago. It takes one phone call to call one of your homeboys.
And Cartoni, you didn't call me with way more than one phone calls and spent hours of me listening and you running your mouth about shit I don't give a fuck about, but I listen. But you call Auntie Hefe about a nigga that wore dresses, smoked dope, and sucked dick? I thought you was worshiping, following, and promoting Christ, cuz. Shout Kevin Mac, Nightbud.
To see what's on the wire. What have they heard and not heard? Is it true or not true? Now, you can deem certain things that happen as a rumor because we don't know if we wasn't there. If we wasn't there, we don't know. So at that point, you either talking to somebody who engaged or somebody that was there, and that's not proof to you. That's a rumor to you. That's just something you heard. But now you can also weigh things out by how credible your homeboy is who claims he was there or what he heard from another.
Mind you, he's talking about Monster Kody, whose legacy was basically established about him telling all type of tales about a lot of reputables and LA members. And I guarantee you, a lot of more people did not appreciate being mentioned in that book. That did. Well, we going through all this behind this guy, y'all.
Person that's respected for his facts, that's gonna tell the truth. But
and his fact is he wore that dress in public. This is not something he was doing behind alleys and dark shadows that somebody popped up and said, look at you. Unfortunately, he was proud to wear that dress and to swallow that swipe and to smoke that ECIP Young Love Lab Made EC crib.
We can't act like this stuff don't exist, man. Look, I'm not going to say no names, but there's multiple channels. There's multiple gang members from LA who have channels who speak on homosexual activity, who tell stories of homosexuals. So we know it exists. Let's not try to hide it. We know it exists. And I'm going to tell you, man, like I told my viewers for the last 8 years plus, there's reputables from all different reputable sets. That's a part of this. That
I just want to say this while I'm doing this live. Shout out to my OG homie from 7-6, OG Fish, LA Ron. He's the only other content creator from EC that I'm aware of, unless there's somebody I'm not aware of that I respect. It's me and OG LA Ron. I'm gonna ask Cuz. He just texted me. I don't know who he talking about, but he said Cuz doesn't have a GED. I'm assuming he talking about Auntie Hefe. I'm gonna ask Cuz if he want to join my live. He out there politicking with the whole Hoover, Texas situation, Charleston, the whole shit. Shout out my nigga, Big Fish, OG LA Ron. This is YouTube content creation handle.
engaged in
Just came home for doing like 30 in the feds on my deads.
this.
Shout out EC Red, Lil May, EC, Neighborhood Block Crib for Death Dope Gang, all of them though.
There's all sorts of dudes, man, that got big names. There's dudes that was in Monsta Kody book that we know for a fact.
Niggas that was my G homies that all young 9-7s looked up to and worship. Monsta Kody put smut on them in his book. I wasn't there. I didn't see it with my own eyes. I got to take Snake from 7-6. Confused, conflicted ass word on what happened. But the nigga I looked up to, worship this crippin', Monsta Kody talked down on him in that book. He didn't have no proof. It was just cuz word.
Engaged in homosexual activity. So this is nothing new. I don't understand why people in an uproar other than the fact that Spider named an individual.
After Auntie Hefe named an individual from LabMay EC Neighborhood BC, Young Love, ECIP, a deceased individual. Let's keep everything intact, y'all. Shout out Kevin Mack, neighborhood.
I'm going to tell y'all right now, we are not going to have no Monsta Kody bashing over here on this chat. That's not going to happen. Every crib.
We didn't bash Monsta Kody in the black box either, y'all. We just spoke facts according to his experience as a human being.
From a reputable set, know what a worthy adversary is.
And if Auntie Hefe would kept in accordance with this theme, we would not have Reed here. Reputable set, there is no set more reputable than East Side, East Coast Crips. So to even be involved, being from A-Trade Gangster, out of nowhere, coming on your platform, talking about some enemies from Carson, Stevenson Villages, ain't got shit to do with your goofy ass that came on the internet pushing peace. For you to start off jumping on there talking about, oh yeah, you trying to help prove the 50-0, you was out of pocket day uno, slow tard. You know what I noticed? You and Cartoon got the same mouth defect. I think Cartoons is more pronounced than yours, but y'all got short tongues, small teeth. Y'all, come on, audience. Y'all know I'm so glad Cartoon jumped out his body because I've been wanting to laugh at this baby. What do Cartoon got going on? Is his teeth tiny? Is his tongue too short? What is that mouth thing he got that make him look slightly feminine or slow-tarded? Auntie Hefe has a slightly less degree of the same affliction. They got that same little cuz. Somebody, y'all know what I'm talking about. These niggas got something wrong with their mouth, cuz. Look like they sucked their thumbs or something or stayed on the pacifier too long.
So these are dudes you respect on the gangbang aspect. You may not respect.
There was a time with gangbanging where no matter who you was, once you either smoked dope, sucked dick, or marked out, or snitched. Oh, once you smoked dope, sucked dick, or snitch, no matter what you did, it didn't matter no more. But hey, if Soulja Boy is really from Bompton and Chris Brown is really from Bompton, shit done changed. So now you can smoke dope, suck dick, and reputables will still get on the internet and go out their way to speak on your behalf. And you can snitch. You can snitch on the bebops after you jumped on wax and said, Bebop watch killer. And then the bebops allegedly, maybe, might have shot you in the ass. You could tell on the bebops. Send the bebops to Pelican Bay. Hop off the stand, come to your set, and try to smut the most Eastie 97 Crip ever. That is a real reality. And guess what? Nobody do nothing to you until the creator does something to you. Damn.
And when you shoot at them or you go into a dorm and you get down with them, but as far as a whole, you're going to respect these different individuals from different sets, especially your main rivals.
And when it comes to the ECs, fuck the individual, you're going to respect the entire East Side, Eastie EC city. Fuck a name, a homie, you're going to respect the whole thing. So if you're going to jump into this YouTube space, mind you, Gang dissed me in body bags 20 years ago and called me a YouTube banger. I responded the same day in a song called Toe Tag saying, you better run, duck, and hide from this YouTube banger. Spin the World Wide Web there to do you danger. Guess where we at, y'all? We still on YouTube. We talking gang banging. This my shit. It ain't a nigga from Los Angeles, Compton, rapping, blogging, podcasting that could fuck with me. Just imagine, bro. John Madden, the video game. Any nigga think he good at Madden, he run up into a nigga that play NFL, he realized he ain't as good as he thought. These niggas is gang banging on the internet. I am Mr. Gang Bang. Fuck, I'm not finna let Buster Ass Bumpy, Snoopy Blue be the last niggas from East Coast speaking on my crib and online? Do you think that's what I'm gonna allow to be? Would I challenge the entire world, Auntie Hefe, Crunchy Munchy Butt B? Find a reputable from EC speaking down on my crippin'. Do y'all realize how long I've been on this exact internet saying the same thing about myself in regards to my manhood, my crippin', my EC, Eastie-ism? Do you realize I am Mr. The Most Eastie? There is a whole generation of people from 30 and under who have adopted the word Eastie, patterned they crippin' after the word Eastie, strike the word Eastie up on a wall, not only from East Coast, but from Swan, Main Street, Avalon, and they all got them steps from following in my steps. One individual, ask G Malone. I made Crunchy Munchy Butt, Peanut Butter, Truffle Butter Butt B, finger banged by the neighborhood Crips. Put G Malone from 7th Street Watts on the spot. He was finna interview Glasses. He asked me, hey, any question you want me to ask him? I said, ask that nigga who made Eastie something cool. Go look it up. And G Malone, let him know. It's Spider. Oh, my mama. They say, why do you say downtown? Cuz was in San Diego doing that shit. And don't have a GED. Auntie Hefty was trying his hardest to get a GED in the feds. He couldn't get it. They want to know why I said Monster Kody died downtown LA smoking dope, sucking dick, wearing dresses. What I meant to say, shortly before he died, he was downtown LA smoking dope, sucking dick, wearing dresses. I don't give a fuck where he died. Oceanside, Lakeside, Mountainside, West Side, East Side, North Side. That's not the point. Shortly before he died, he was downtown LA, sucking dick, wearing dresses, smoking dope. Facts. And if it's not true, somebody else lied, not me. The entire LA streets haven't heard this before. And I would have not, my voice that don't matter, I would have not repeated this. I didn't make it up, didn't start it, didn't fabricate it, didn't introduce it to the internet. All I did was repeat it. Y'all let me know how much my voice really matters. But I would have not repeated it if Auntie Hefe didn't lie and say in 2025, somebody eat from East Coast in the county jail. I'm talking about the same East Coast you've been knowing. If you 60-year-old crippin', the same East Coast as you knew in juvenile hall, Auntie F.A. say one of them got a pickle shoved up their ass. He said the same East Coast as a nigga from Stephen Village went 50-0. Look, bro, I'll blow everything up if we have to have a conversation about who homies did what. And I'm dealing with a fat fuck that nobody give a fuck about, nobody knows, that worships 600 crippin'. He treat Ho No 100 like he cool. Sit up there, let Vladim 22 talk about lower back tats. You think I'm gonna let Cuz speak on my homies and then give a fuck about his homies when I speak on them? Y'all got my crippin' fucked all the way up. Game called me the YouTube banger 20 years ago. I responded within hours telling him, you better run, duck, and hide from this. Cause we on YouTube. These niggas is trying to smut me on YouTube. Fuck Bumpy, Patrick Tate. Told him my G homie Toby. Dead homies. Auntie Hefe is running with what Cuz said. Cuz a smoker too, with no teeth in his mouth. He's running with Cuz said to try to smut my crippin'. When Timmy Tuck said, shut your bitch ass up, trying to push peace, you never participated in war. You can't name a reputable from EC that got something bad to say about me. A reputable, somebody that matters. Not Patrick Tate, Bumpy Buster ass. Ruby Blue, #1 fan, manager, promoter, way back from the 90s. Who felt like he wanted me to rap with Snoopy Blue when he got out of jail recently. I didn't choose to rap with him. It was up to Bumpy, Patrick Tate, the nigga that was in love with my obese cousin, rest in peace, Shanky, moved to Arizona, lit where a family friend. His bitch ass wanted me to rap with Snoopy Blue, but Cuz told on the BLACBOX. I was bull on all that. And then Cuz went on a hate campaign. When he can't name a 9-7 that could fuck with my crippin'. He literally spoke blasphemy on Mr. 9-7 himself.
And you're going to respect your OG homies.
If they deserve respect.
That get down like this or got down like
Oh, yeah. It's some homies that get down. Me and Rick Rock have had a relationship we've balanced online, teeter-totter. But the time Rick Rock was hottest at me is because I spoke on one of his G homies, that notorious, a gangster. Hold on. Hey, I'm on my live right now. If you don't want me to talk live, hang up. I'm on my live. If you don't want to talk live, hang up.
Okay, all right, I'll talk to you later.
Night Bud. East Coast Crib.
that. Or, once again, you heard
Deco, that's Lil Rand, cuz. Oh, my mama, cuz. Tell Ho No 100 to keep your name, my name, and the set out his mouth, cuz. I be giving you a pass way too long, Deco. That's Lil Rand, cuz. Cuz want me to bring him on the platform, react to his TikToks, and speak on you, cuz. Hey, if that's what you want, 897 Crip, you can have that. But Deco, I'm telling you, cuz, tell Ho No 100, don't speak on me, you, or the set again, or I'm bleeding shit. Eastside Crip.
It may not be true about that individual, but we heard the stories, man. We know what goes on, man. Come on, man. Don't even play with it. Don't even play with it. But me meeting Monsta Kody, you know, I got a whole different look on him, whole different aspect.
It's my thing. I ain't finna go through all that. I'm finna get up out of here because I see where Kev Mack going. I see my conversation with him was fruitful. Hey, he could love who he want to love. He made it clear. He made it clear, bro. Oh, you know what somebody sent me? Let me show y'all this, guys. He made it clear what it is, bro. I was not here to try to drag down the legacy of Monsta Kody. All I did on Count Capone, shout out Count Capone, was make the world and Auntie Hefe aware of the fact that he spoke on my homies alive and dead, disrespectfully past the level of toleration. And if you know, what Humpy say? Smack me and I'll smack you back. One of my favorite lines from Mozzie is, what did the nigga say? The nigga say, my mama told me niggas throw stones at you, better throw them back. I overdid it. I did a little more than that. I sent the sucker up to my brother. I felt I owed him that. Come from East Side E double. Most gang. We do not keep up, catch up, pit pat, play match. Bother the set, you got big problems. So when you come on the internet, speaking on 50 and 0, speaking on pickles up in assholes, speaking on, what else he said? What was the other main one? It was 50 and 0, pickles in the asshole. When you come on here talking about niggas from the neighborhood crip got stabbed and they didn't. When you come on here talking about beating up niggas from the most legendary 11 May East Side ECBC crip that was fortunate enough to be named after a loft. Cause you wasn't talking about that man. You was talking about the loss from 11 May. You don't even know what that mean, bro. You thought Cuz was a real loft. Cuz wasn't even no loft like that, bro. He was kind of like a 600. Christopher Lovejaw. But on our side, like Mozzie say, even when a crash dummy get hit, we take it personally. That ain't your business to know all that, bro. But you tried to get in front of the world with your fat buster ass and explain to the world you beat up a loft from 11 May EC. And they want to start the conversation when I respond, finally, speaking about a cross-dressing, dope-smoking, dick-sucking monster Kody. That's where they want to start the conversation, cuz I'm not finna take this dragging on no longer, no further, no more. I'm going to get up out of here. Eastside, wait, let me see who called me. Unless it's somebody worth talking to. Hey, cuz, I'm on my live, cuz. If you ain't trying to be controversial and political, hang up. With that Raymond Light, Fame Gang. You already know, Raise Nays for Death Dough, all my days. That's Low Mac, baby Low Mac. We up out of here. Stay tuned. E double. That's your low? Eastside Easties, look, without Auntie Hefe coming out his mouth talking about East Coast scripts, we would have rolled off into the sunset. I would have had my clip of Monster Kody. I would have faked it like y'all. Hey, he didn't. I ain't my business. But if you want to be mad at anybody, any Keyway, Damu, Bonnie Hunter, BJ, anybody mad about Auntie Hefe, Monster Kody's truth being discussed, get at Auntie Hefe, because he spoke on my dead homies and my live homies. Fuck Cuz and anybody agree or sympathize with Cuz. Dead homies. Hey, yo, Auntie Hefe, shut your bitch ass up. Neighborhood.
SPI exclusive.
This is J. Banks Music.
BLACBOX Productions.
When you're sticking to the script, it's a lonely road. Before they left the hole and tanked the big homie told. He know the way this testimony hold. On that low foe, they gon' politic on him cold. SPI Bank EC for really though. Used to really go, ask my nigga Chili Mo. Had a cold gun game, crazy knuckle up. Bust on enemies with baby double up. Back and forth with the main streets on 98. Q97, me and Lil Johnny Ray. Posted up on Kody with a big ratchet. Way before Lil Wayne threw on that snitch jacket. Walked the yard with Slim Bag, what up Big Drac? Gave them back they L cuz you did that. Love my lokes even if we don't interact. Lil Mont, Baby Psych and Lil Black. EC. 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 EC.
SPI
EC.
exclusive.
EC. 97th Street, smack dead in the Middle East. Fuck the police for King Ron and Lil Reese. Tell the truth, SP3 never lack rhymes. Sometimes feel I might die behind my rap lines. We ain't in Malibu now, we in Maui. Baby Pie, EC, Bear, me and Wowie. Tico, Kiko, EC Red. Still can't believe Frankie and CC dead. Come to putting in work. Did more than a little dirt. Airbrush shirt. Big Milk, Lil Merc, Lil Box, Baby Ant, both souls, all the coops. First Street to 24 when we call the troops. Lost a legend when we buried Bug. Coach love to the riders that carry cuz, never seen it coming. Was a little foul, still took heart though. My hat off to Lil Owl, EC. EC. EC.
Baymax business.
EC. Big Spider and Lil Spider both got an Ezel. Tiny Spider got 19, rest in peace, Ezel. Shouts to the females representing EC. The brownies to the quotas, rest in peace, TT. Big Tommy's son on the 7, that's Stay Pops. Me and mine never bow down to J-Box. And that's the coldest cripper nigga ever met. Coldest cripper ever heard about, better yet. 33rd Neverary, only time a nigga ran. On the land, go ask my nigga Ran. ECG unit, came up a little short. Got told on by that nigga Lil Show. Went on TV, the homies did BT Ugly. Got love for Infinite and Lil EC Buzzy. For death though, that mean to my dying day. EC, that's all I've been trying to say. EC. EC.
BLACBOX Production.
EC.